the spark of clarity or motivation can only come because you have been sitting your black ass down. I'm saying black because I'm black. Okay. But you got to just start by sitting, and literally the first day, maybe you just sit. Maybe you don't write or do anything. You just sit there and you just sit in the steaming pile of your own inadequacy. Just sit there with your inadequacy. Okay? And then the next day you come and you sit for a few minutes. But see, that sitting in that steaming pile of inadequacy, that is writing too. That is doing too, because it is helping you get there. Okay? The next day, you might write a terrible sentence. But what will happen is you'll start looking at something you've already written, and then you'll start to have an idea. It's just what happens when you show up. And by day 3, if not sooner, you will probably have that spark of clarity or motivation. And then I'm reading more of the question. I keep telling myself, once I get it together, things will change. No. Stop looking for things to change, and stop trying to get it together, and just sit your ass down. And from there, the spark of clarity will come. And from there, you'll find, you won't be able to get it together, but you'll find things coming together. And then you'll find things changing. But you cannot get it together, and you cannot change. All you can do is sit the fuck down. Just sit your ass down. And feel inadequate and write something terrible. It takes about 2 to 3 days of doing this before you begin to see something, but you will see something. You will see something. The last part of this question is, and I can't help but wonder, what if that moment never comes? You ask questions like, what if that moment of getting it together and things changing? You ask questions like that from not having sat down. When you have sat down 3 days in a row, feeling terrible and inadequate, less and less so each day, you're going to start to ask a different question. This is a question from someone who has not sat down and sat with that inadequacy. Because sitting with that, even if you don't write a word, sitting with that for a while, that question of what if that moment never comes, it will dissolve because you are meeting the moment. Damn, that's good. Zoe, keep this in here, including me saying this part. That was good. What if that moment never comes? The question dissolves because you are meeting the motherfucking moment. On that note, we out.